There you go. All right, we are excited to have you all with us tonight on our Zoom class as we talk about essential oils and digestive health. I absolutely love this picture, and I don't know why it makes me laugh so hard every time I see it, but it's pretty funny. Anyways, we've all been in the woods, and I'm sure have been grateful to have that toilet paper. So anyways, we're excited to have you here and to talk specifically about digestive health and some different oils and products that you can use to help support your digestive system. As I was doing some reading and preparing for this, in the Essential Life book, actually, it talked about how 60% of our immune system is actually in our gut. It's in our digestive system. And it's actually more than what is in the brain, or there's another part of the body. And so I thought, wow, you know, when we're looking at staying well and having our immunity strong, we need to focus on our digestive system, because that's where a lot of pathogens and different microbes come into our bodies, is through our mouth, our nose, in our food as we eat it. So digestive health is a big deal for staying healthy. So we will just jump right into our topic here. All right, my first slide. Okay, my kids took my mouse, so I'm feeling kind of helpless here. Okay, so this is my lovely family. We have 5 kids, and we were introduced to doTERRA about 5.5 years ago. And we love the essential oils, and we love being able to have them available at our fingertips when we need them for whatever life has to throw at us. And like I mentioned earlier, as we were getting on the call, our little daughter Nora, she's 6, and she woke up this morning not feeling very good. She kind of had the little heh. And so we kept her home today, and I'm so grateful to have the essential oils to be able to put on her and to have the diffuser going. And we just really love the oils, and we love being able to share them with other people so that they too can feel empowered to take care of their health in a safe and natural way. Okay, we'll go to our next picture here maybe, if I can figure out my buttons. Okay, so we're going to start with, what are essential oils? So essential oils, very quickly, are aromatic plant compounds that are found in trees, flowers, leaf, bark, roots, and they're beautiful, complex chemistry. My husband always says that plants are carbon-based life forms and we are carbon-based life forms. And so when we put the two together, the essential oils work very beautifully with the human body, and they work to support the body and to help it to almost remember what it's supposed to do. And so they are beautiful. I've heard Emily Wright call them nature's medicine, and it really is. It's a powerful way to use. The essential oils are just very, very powerful, and they do support the body. Okay, we'll go to the next one. So the next part of this is that the oils can be used 3 different ways: aromatically, topically, internally. So when we look at using the oil specifically for the digestive system, I'm going to go through each one of these. So aromatically, there are several oils that you can use aromatically for digestive. One of the most obvious ones to think about is peppermint. Peppermint is a great oil to use aromatically when you have a stomach ache. The peppermint helps to support the digestive system, and it also helps with nausea. I have a really great friend. Her name is Paulette, and she was in a car accident. It's probably been about 2 years ago now, and she was hit by a drunk driver. And when she got to the hospital after being taken in the ambulance, they wanted to give her a whole bunch of anti-nausea medications and a bunch of different things. And she's like, no, because she knows how it affects her. And all she did is she got her peppermint. She said, give me my bag. And she pulled the peppermint out, and that is what she used for the nausea. She just started breathing it in and smelling it. And she has a really amazing story because she didn't use any narcotics or any pain type medications. She just used the oils. So anyways, aromatic is very powerful for having great results with the digestive system. And then internally, I am always so grateful for doTERRA and for the quality and the purity of the essential oils that we can use them internally. You know, if you go to like a health food store or even online, you'll notice that a lot of the oils will say do not take internally. And it's often because they've used solvents, or they've changed the chemistry of the oils, or they've done different things to them so that you cannot take them internally. They are not a pure oil. So because of the purity of doTERRA and the quality of the oils, we can use them internally. So one of my favorite oils to use internally is Digestive. We're going to talk about that one a little bit more. but that's one that I go to regularly when I have digestive issues going on. And then topically, so as Dr. Hill always says, he's like, proximity, put it where it hurts. So you can rub the essential oils on your tummy. If your tummy hurts, put it on your tummy, or on the bottom of your feet. So the feet have reflex points. When you think about reflexology and the fact that all of the organs are represented in the feet, you can use the oils on the bottom of the feet. And in fact, the digestive system is in the very middle. And so you can rub the essential oils on that middle part of the foot and have great results as well, using them topically for digestive issues. Okay, so of course, before we jump into any topic, I love to share the Lifelong Vitality. This is hands down my favorite product. Oh,
your slides aren't advancing.
Oh, is it not on the Lifelong Vitality?
Mm-mm. No.
Oh, oops. Weird. I wonder why it's not doing that. Which picture are you on right now?
The first.
Oh, you're still on the first one?
Yeah.
Okay, let me play around with this here. Can you guys see my whole screen now? Are they moving now?
Yes.
Okay, oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so there's my family. There's what are essential oils. There's the aromatic internal topical. Okay, Lifelong Vitality. Okay, I'll just leave it here so that I make sure that they advance. Thank you, Linda, for letting me know that. Thank you. So Lifelong Vitality, this is foundational to everything else, and especially when we're looking at the digestive system and we're looking at keeping that healthy and well. So I love the Lifelong Vitality for good food-based nutrition. I've often heard people tell me that one of the side effects of using the Lifelong Vitality is that their digestive system is actually better, that they feel more regular, and that things just seem to be better in that area. The alpha CRS is for cellular energy. It helps with inflammation. The Z omega is your good healthy fats. It has your land-based, fish-based oils, and also 9 different essential oils in there. And then your Microplex VMZ, this is your vitamin mineral supplement. And again, it's food-based. I remember a couple years ago having a friend, CJ, who shared how she took these supplements and put them in a glass of water, and she watched how they dissolved in the water. A lot of times when you look at other over-the-counter type supplements, they're hard and they're big and they never dissolve in water, which kind of says, okay, they probably are going straight through. And I remember talking to somebody and they talked about how the sewage plant, like the sewage system, is actually full of a lot of supplements that probably went in and straight out and weren't very effective for the people that took them. So we love the Lifelong Vitality for that foundation in health. I need to add a slide here for doTERRA's wellness pyramid, because at the base of that is good nutrition. So you've got nutrition, you've got exercise, you've got good sleep, you've got stress management. All of those things play into overall good health. And that foundation piece is the Lifelong Vitality and having those good supplements. Okay, so now we're going to talk about digestive health. So doTERRA has a specific line of products in their DigestZen line. And so the first one is the DigestZen oil. It comes in a 15 ml bottle, and it has essential oils like peppermint and ginger and fennel and anise. It kind of has a black licorice kind of smell to it. And so some people love it. Some people maybe don't like it quite much. Let me tell you the other oils that are in here as well. So it's got ginger, peppermint, tarragon, fennel, caraway, coriander, and anise. And all these oils work together to help support the body. I love talking about this blend because it shows how the essential oils work to keep the body back into balance. So if things are moving really quickly through the body, it'll slow it down, or if things are slow, it'll get things moving. And so it helps the body get back into a healthy balance. They also have the DigestZen Touch, and this is a great one for kids, people with sensitive skin, or the elderly, because they've taken that oil and they've put it in fractionated coconut oil and diluted it, so it's ready to go, and it's easy to use. The roller bottle is great to like rub on your stomach, rub on the bottom of your feet, and it works really, really well. And then maybe something to kind of throw in as well about the Digestive, both the touch and the oil, is for sinus infections, that kind of thing. When you feel like your sinuses are hurting really bad, use the Digestive. I don't know why it works, but it does. So that's kind of a little side bonus, is to use the Digestive for sinus issues. And then the Digestive soft gels, these are a great product because if you don't love the taste of the Digestive, you can use the soft gels and you just take them with water and you don't have to worry about tasting them. So that's awesome. And then a new product that they introduced probably about a year ago is the Digest Tabs. And those are another great product. It's kind of like a natural Tums without all the junk in it. And I know, Linda, you've got an amazing story with the Digestive Tabs. Would you share that with us?
Sure. So my stomach does not travel well, and not this past year, but the year before at convention, I had a little GI distress, and that's when they came out with the Digest Tabs, and I couldn't hardly wait to get back to the condo to open it up and try it. And it was about 5 minutes before I had relief. So that was awesome for everybody.
That's awesome. Very, very good. Very good. Does anybody have another story with the Digestive products that they want to share, or an experience they've had? Anybody? Maybe while you're thinking about it, I know that whenever I travel, we always eat out because that's just convenient, right? And I love the Digestive if I've been to a really nice restaurant and I've eaten more food than I probably should have. And usually what I will do is I'll just pick up the Digestive oil and I drop it under my tongue. And so when you put the oils under your tongue, it goes mucosal, which means it goes directly into the bloodstream and it goes throughout your entire body. And it is amazing how quickly that oil works to help with that stomach ache or just that full feeling. And so that is one that I will often use when I'm traveling. Works really, really well.
I have a story, a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely don't travel anymore without them. I keep a little, like a little silver metal container that has the Digest Tabs and the Digestive. They both work great. I think the Digest Tabs maybe work a little faster because they're in a calcium carbonate base. So they maybe make your stomach more alkaline, I'm thinking. But the Digestive Touch, I wish Maddie was on the call. She's got really great experience with all of these, but my experience is with her little baby. And we were together a couple weeks ago, and I hold him all the time, and I'm familiar with his little, normally very relaxed, chill body, but he was uncomfortable, and I could tell. And she has Digestive Touch, the second one in, so it's a pre-diluted roller ball, and she has it in her diaper bag. She was teaching a class, so I was able to just dig in her bag, find that, and just with one hand holding him, unscrew it, and like kind of get it. I didn't even have to undress him, just kind of pull back his little t-shirt and roll it on his tummy. And I can't tell you how much difference that made. I think that he's especially, maybe babies it's because they're more sensitive that they do respond quicker, but it's a safe way to just make a little baby more comfortable. And definitely there was some, noise and gas being passed, but it makes a change just using it topically. And every single time I see it done, it blows my mind. But I did it just recently on a sweet little guy, and it made him happier.
That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I so wish I'd had this with my babies. I'm seeing my friend Tanya on here with her dog, and I have to tell you, one of my friends, she has a couple of dogs, and she also has some goats and some other animals out in their yard, and that little dog will go out and he'll eat the goat poop, and he'll come in just sick. And in the past, she would have to go take him to the veterinarian and do whatever the veterinarians do. And she's like, it would cost me like $150. And so now when he comes in after doing what he does out there, she will put Digestive on her hands and just rub it on his little belly. And she said that it helps him really, really quickly. So for our dogs, Digestive is a great oil to put on their tummies when they're upset as well. So it's for kids, adults, and our pets.
And horses, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Kelly, my friend Kelly in Kansas had great results with a horse that wasn't eating. She put a little bit in his oats. Yep. And she said to me, I'm going to keep a bottle in the barn. So I think that could be a little maybe tagline for it. Keep a bottle in the barn.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And that makes me think of, I've had friends with horses who've used it for colic as well. It works really, really well. So yay, the many things that we can do with Digestive. Okay, and then I pulled up some other oils that you can also look at for digestive support. So the first one I have on there, peppermint. Peppermint is a classic for digestive support. You know, when you think about going to restaurants and you walk out the door, they have those little peppermint candies. Peppermint is great to support digestive health. This is one that you can put in water, drink it like a tea. You can rub it on your tummy. With kids though, be really careful just because peppermint is kind of cool and tingly. And so they may not understand it and it may feel hot to them, even though it's not hurting them. So you could use like the peppermint touch instead. This is another one, you know, you can put a drop under your tongue. The peppermint beadlets are another great thing to have on hand. I know that I always have the peppermint beadlets in my purse to freshen my breath, but also if I have a tummy ache or something, I'll swallow a couple of those. So peppermint is a great oil for digestive support. Another one that I love is ginger. Ginger's a little bit more warm. It's a hot oil. And this is one that I will drink in a tea. So I love this one with warm water. So if I wake up in the morning or I just don't feel good, kind of the tummy ache stuff, I'll do ginger, and I'll even add a little bit of lemon to that. Any of the citrus oils as well. I don't have any of the citrus oils on here, but they're also very cleansing to the digestive system. So whether that's wild orange, grapefruit, or lemon, you can use those three as well. So use them how you like them, you know, or put them into a smoothie or something. But ginger's a great one. And then fennel, sweet fennel. I love the smell of it. It smells kind of like a root beer or something to me. Same thing. You could use that one in water as a tea. You can rub it on your tummy. And then zendocrine. Zendocrine is a detoxification blend. So it's got several different oils in it. It's got things like used to have like grapefruit. There's cilantro in there, and cilantro is a great cleansing oil for the heavy metals. Let me look that one up really quick. And right here's my book, so I can tell you exactly which oils. Okay, so it's got rosemary, cilantro, juniper berry, which is great for the kidneys, tangerine, and geranium. And just kind of as a cool side note, so gallbladder, some of the best two oils that I have heard to use for gallbladder issues if it's starting to hurt is grapefruit and geranium. Rubbing those two oils over the gallbladder area works really, really awesome. So zendocrine is a great oil to just use periodically to help support the digestive system and specifically to cleanse the organs in the body. And it does come in an oil, but that one also comes in a soft gel. So if you don't love the taste of it, you can do those every once in a while, or if you're on a cleanse, use them for longer to help support your body that way. And then lemongrass, I brought this one in there because lemongrass is one that is great for lactose intolerance. So if you know people in your life who have difficulty with dairy or that kind of thing, lemongrass is a good one that you can use to help support that. So with these 5, or if there's others, does anybody have experience with these 5 or other oils for digestive support that they'd like to share? Or some that I'm missing, if you see some oils that I maybe didn't add. I'm gonna look up lemongrass really quick.
Tiffany?
Yeah.
I'll share about the lemongrass. You talked about for the lactose intolerance, and my sister is lactose intolerant. Of course, she tries to stay away from a lot of milk products, but when she uses that, she has great success with it.
Cool. How does she use it?
I think she just drinks it with water.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, and then I'm going to jump to the next slide. So in addition to the essential oils, there are several products that we can use to help support our digestive system. And the first one, so the one that's on the left, is Terrazyme. And these are digestive enzymes. So what they're finding is that as we age and we get older, those digestive enzymes that are normally in our gut, they start to decrease, which makes it so that the body can't break down the food that we're eating. And so the body doesn't get the nutrition out of the food that it needs to. So if we're eating processed, cooked foods, the body has a really hard time breaking it down. So if we use the Terrazyme, which are natural digestive enzymes, it'll help to break down the food. We did an experiment once where we took like a bowl of really thick oatmeal, and we opened up a Terrazyme and put it in there. And within a couple of minutes or so, I don't know what the time was, 2 to 5 minutes, that oatmeal was runny, like it was no longer thick. And so you could see that those digestive enzymes were going to work to help break down that oatmeal. So that was kind of a cool science experiment. And then the next one, we have the GX Assist and the PB Assist. So the GX Assist is a blend of essential oils that helps to cleanse the digestive system, especially if we have issues. A lot of it is focused on candida, which is an overgrowth of the candida basically in the gut. And so there's oils in there, like you've got your oregano, the melaleuca, the lemongrass, and these are all oils that are going to go through and cleanse that digestive system. And so the recommendation is to do that for 10 days. And then the PB Assist is their probiotic. And the probiotic it's a big deal to get that good, healthy flora. Again, we live in a country where we love to use antibiotics. And so when we do that over time, not only are we hurting those natural enzymes in the body to break down food, but we're also getting rid of the good flora that is in our gut. And the PB Assist is really, really cool. It's a capsule inside a capsule. And so what happens is a lot of times when we're eating things like yogurt or things that have good bacteria in them, we're like, oh, yeah, I'm getting all this good probiotic. But what is happening is in the gut, the acid in our gut is actually killing off a lot of that bacteria. So the idea of the capsule within a capsule is that the outside is going to dissolve, and by the time the rest of it is ready to get into the digestive system, it's dissolved, and all that little bacteria is going to open up into the large intestine so that those good flora can get in the gut where they need to be. So it's a really genius system for delivery of the probiotic. And then I didn't take a picture here, but there is a kids probiotic that is awesome. It's for little kids, but it's also for big kids. I love it. It's a great way to get the probiotic. Again, it's encapsulated so that they open up in the digestive system where they need to be, and they taste kind of like a pixie stick, like a powder, and they're really, really yummy. And then the Zendocrine. So we talked on the earlier slide about the Zendocrine oil, and the Zendocrine capsules, these are actually herbs. So what this does is, so the essential oils are going to go through and clean the organs, and the Zendocrine is going to help to rebuild the organs. So it's great to use those two together to help cleanse and support the organs of the body. So things like the kidney, the liver, lungs, those organs, to make sure that they're cleaned out. Does anybody have anything they want to add about these great supplements for the digestive system?
Tip, I'll talk about the Terrazyme.
Yes, let's hear it.
So my daughter and I both have gluten intolerance. And when we were living in our little apartment while we were waiting for the house to be built, one of our neighbors decided to bring down a loaf of cinnamon bread from Great Harvest, not knowing that we were, gluten intolerant. And I thanked her, and we shut the door, and Jordan went, "Mom!" And so I was like, okay, wait a minute. And so we doubled up on some Terrazyme and enjoyed a slice of bread, and then put the rest of it in the freezer to enjoy later, and actually did really well with that. So I use that as my emergency. I use it regularly anyhow, but I also use it for emergencies when I eat something that I shouldn't.
Yep, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm finding more and more, when I eat stuff I shouldn't, that Terrazyme is a helpful partner to team up with to help your body digest those foods that taste so good, but maybe aren't necessarily the best thing
It'll
for us.
be really helpful next Thursday.
Yes, yes, for Thanksgiving, absolutely, when we're eating such rich food that, yes, absolutely. Anybody else have anything they want to share or add about these 4 products? No? Okay. All right, we'll jump to the next slide. And I am hoping that Maddie jumps on, because I did ask her. We've got a gal on our team who has an amazing story of digestive health. She said she's got kind of a class with a couple of gals, and I told her I'd be watching for her. So if you see Maddie jump on, let me know. And then I just included this picture of the 2 books. So the Essential Life book and the Modern Essentials book. Both of these have pages and pages of information on essential oils that you can use for specific digestive issues. So you can look up, in fact, here I'm going to open up my book and kind of go through some different digestive issues that can be addressed here. Some fun words to talk about for sure. Bloating, constipation, cramps, diarrhea, gas, flatulence, giardia, gastritis, indigestion, the intestines, parasites, irritable bowel syndrome, all the different digestive issues you can think of. And then there's lists of oils and different protocols that you can use to support those. And what was so cool is, as I was looking through the books, I was amazed at all the different options and choices that we have. So tonight I shared a lot of maybe the obvious choices that you could go to first, but know that there are also other oils that you can use to help support the digestive system, and that they do overlap in a lot of ways. So check these resources out to get maybe deeper understanding and more ideas. Start with a couple, see how they go, and then add and expand, and then reach out to all of us as well for stories and ideas and additional information. Okay. So now I'm going to jump to, are there any questions about digestive health and the things that we talked about so far? No? Okay. So I'm going to jump to the best way to get started with doTERRA, and that is to pick a kit with doTERRA. They've made some really amazing, they put together some really great collections of oils and a great way to get started. And this is always my recommendation, because when you buy a kit, they waive the $35 membership fee, and then you get a great group of oils that you can begin using that cover so many different things. So many different things. In fact, there's a gal that I just met this last weekend, and she had a family physician kit, and she said, I'm so glad that I started with a kit, because then I had a whole bunch of different oils that I could start playing with. Even though I wasn't sure how to use some of them, she was amazed at how she was able to start incorporating them into her life and enjoy using a greater variety of oils. So pick an enrollment kit. This is a great way to get started. Then when you do that, you have the benefit of being able to buy product for the coming year at a 25% discount. And then also, if you're interested in getting free product, I don't know how many of you guys want free stuff, but we love free product. And doTERRA has a really generous program called the Loyalty Rewards Program. And this is an opportunity to be able to buy product each month, and when you do that, doTERRA rewards you with points that you can turn around and use for free product. The longer you're on the program, the more points that you get back for more free stuff. And so it's a generous program, and then it allows you actually to be getting your product below wholesale cost. So talk to whoever invited you tonight to learn more about the enrollment kits and the loyalty rewards program so that you can get the most out of your membership. We have a couple promotions I wanted to share really quick. So the Lifelong Vitality that we talked about, you can actually get that product free. So we have the whole month of November, any new enrollments with 100 PV, which is product volume this month, and another 100 PV loyalty reward order the next month, they can get the Lifelong Vitality for free. And so it says here, right here, it's $106 retail value. And this is a great way to try the vitamins for free and to see how you like them, and then be able to get a bunch of free product as well. So that is the promotion this month. And then something that we're going to begin doing on our Tuesday night webinars is we're going to also have an extra freebie for people who watch the webinar. And so this week, from now until next Tuesday, anybody who decides who wants to enroll will also get the Digest tabs that we talked about earlier. That's an extra freebie that we will give to you. when you set up that membership and get your kit. So anyways, lots of fun free stuff. And then also talk to whoever brought you, because we also have an option where you can get the book that we talked about for free as well. So we've got a lot of generous things that we can do to help you get some oils in your hands, and also some information to help you to be successful. And then, of course, after you get an enrollment kit, you also inherit an amazing group of people. This is an amazing group of people. When I look at the faces and when I look at the lives of the people who have been blessed by the essential oils, it makes me so happy. It makes me so happy because I love hearing the stories and the success stories. But more than that, I love the support and the encouragement and the community that we have together as a group. And know that when you begin using the essential oils, that you have people around you to help support you on this journey of wellness. And that with it comes a wealth of knowledge and experience on how to use the oils. And I love this quote by Winston Churchill: "We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give." And what we have found is that when people begin using the essential oils, it is very natural to be able to begin thinking about a sister or a neighbor or a friend who could also benefit from the essential oils. So please reach out to us so that we can help you and be able to help the people that you love in your life who might also be interested in learning more about the essential oils. And then we'll end with this final slide. So next Tuesday, we'll have our next class, and this is going to be an intro class. We had our first one, and we're still kind of new to all of this, and it wasn't recorded. So we'll get this intro class recorded for next week. So next week, it will be next Tuesday, and you'll notice that we also changed the time to 7. We want to help some of our West Coast people be able to jump on the call live with us, and so it'll be next Tuesday at 7. Thank you so much for taking time with us today to learn more about digestive health. Again, if you have questions, let us know. We have our Essential Oil Learning Community Facebook page, and that's also another place that you can learn more about the essential oils. So thank you, and have an amazing night. I am going to...
Tiffany, would you say what times? It's 7 next week, but would you, so it means 6 o'clock Pacific?
Yes. Yep. So yes. So we'll have 6 o'clock Pacific. So for our California, Oregon, Washington friends, 7 o'clock Mountain Time. It'll be 8 o'clock Central. And then for our East Coast friends, it'll be at 9 p.m. So we're grateful for them for staying up late so that they could be a part of this. Okay.